Hi, I welcome you to the launch event of India's first proprietary GCS software, UMT LaunchPad. I am Rishabh and I represent Urban Metrics Technologies. We are a startup based out of Bangalore who focuses a lot on end-to-end drone solutions and different types of technologies. And now, to understand what is LaunchPad, why we have built it, and how it can help you scale your drone operations, let's dive into this session. So when we started building a GCS platform, we realized very quickly that open source platforms like QGC and mission planners have fundamental problems right into their architecture, which is very difficult to solve. At that point of time, it was quite clear to us that these platforms are good enough for research and development purposes, but not good enough for scale up or commercial use. At that point of time, we were looking for a platform which is easy to scale up, which doesn't require a lot of training and which is reliable as well. And we could not find such a platform in the market. That's where we started our journey of building LaunchPad. So that the pilots who are coming into this industry don't have a barrier of technological understanding of these platforms to fly these machines. And we have made it so simple to use that anybody without any training can just pick up a drone and fly them using LaunchPad. With that motivation, our journey started, and today we are here.
Like many other Android applications, LaunchPad is available on the Google Play Store. You can search for UMT LaunchPad right now and download it. We've optimized it in such a way that the download size is only 14 MB as compared to other GCS software which are much larger. Now let's head into LaunchPad. LaunchPad is supported by several Android devices including phones, tablets, MK15 and even HairLink. Now you can see that I have a very simple login screen. With just 2 taps, I can log into LaunchPad. And once I've logged in, you can see that my drone got immediately connected to LaunchPad. Now this is a critical feature that we felt is needed in case of emergencies. When your drone gets disconnected in flight and you have to reboot your GCS, you don't want to wait for 20 or even 30 seconds for the GCS to connect. Let's see how easy it is to plan a mission in LaunchPad. We can create a project. We'll name it demo. And with just a few clicks, I can import a KML to the project. Let's create a mission. You can see that there are several mission types available. We'll select the single grid mission for this demo, which is the most used in survey. Now in the mission screen, with just a few taps, I can create the polygon for which I want to do the survey. I can add vertices, edit them, and move the entire polygon around. Once I'm happy with the polygon, I can click the Geofence button. Now it is an important security feature and we wanted to make it easy for the user to add. Now your drone won't go beyond the boundary. And once I'm happy with this mission, I can click the tick button at the bottom left. And you can see the mission parameter tuning screen now. And from the beginning, we wanted to make it as intuitive as possible for the user. And you're not flooded with more parameters than are required for that mission type. Let's set the altitude to 80, speed to 8, front overlap to 85. LaunchPad has several unique features. Like you get a warning in case the photo interval between two consecutive images is too less for your camera to take. You can get live GHD updates, and we've even added features like fixed yaw mode in case you don't want your drone to rotate in flight. I'm happy with this mission and I can click the done button now and move on to the flight screen. Over here I can see the planned mission, I can see the geofence, and on the top left there is an upload mission button. Let's click that. And now you can see that the drone is doing the pre-flight checks. Now while the mission is being uploaded, let's set the RTL altitude to 100, and I think the mission has been uploaded and we can slide to launch. And within a few seconds, the drone will be airborne. In case there is an emergency, we can trigger fail-safes like return to launch, and the same upload mission button in air becomes the return to launch button. I'll click that and do a simple slide to return, and the drone has begun its descent. In case the calamity has gone away and I feel that it's the right time to continue the mission, I can click the menu button and resume from where I left by clicking the continue mission button. Now you can see this entire workflow is very simple, it's very intuitive and does not take more than 30 seconds to execute. LaunchPad was built keeping large projects in mind. You can manage several projects in LaunchPad, and the project is a set of missions. They can be of different types. They can be single grid, double grid, line missions, video missions, and you can see all of them in one project together. You can even see the old missions that you had planned. You can re-execute them and see the new missions with respect to the old missions.
Calibration is one of the most important features that every GCS must have. And keeping the general philosophy of LaunchPad in mind, we have made the process of calibration simple and easy to use. You can calibrate all the sensors of the drone using LaunchPad. Just go to settings and press any sensor you want to calibrate, and then just press the button to calibrate, and the process will start automatically. And yes, we have added beautiful animations to guide you through the process of calibration.
LaunchPad was created with mission profiles designed specifically for each use case. All the mission parameters have been optimized for maximum efficiency. Now coming to mission profiles, we have single grid mission, which was demonstrated by Divyanshu earlier. Single grid missions are used for GIS mapping, solar inspection, and even for agriculture sprays. Then we have double grid mission. With our advanced algorithms, it has been optimized for 3D reconstruction. This two mission profile covers most of the application, but not all of them. So we introduced photo line mission. In photo line mission, all you have to do is create a path and set a very few parameters, and that's it. That's all it takes. Photo line mission is used in linear asset inspection and mapping. Now you must be wondering if you can take video in line mission. Yes, you can. We have video line mission. Just like photo line mission, the drone will follow a path and you can be focused on recording the video. Video line missions are used in autonomous patrolling and inspection. Finally, we have manual flight, where the pilot can take full control of the drone. Along with it, we have auto takeoff, RTL, and go to location. In go to location, the user has to point to a location on the map and the drone will go and hover there autonomously. And this eliminates the need for sticks altogether.
Launchpad has already covered most of the mission types, but we understand that there are niche applications that require special mission types. So we are building support for these new mission types. We are seeing that fixed wing and hybrid aircrafts are getting popular in our industry. So we are planning to add support for these kinds of aircrafts too. Agriculture is another important application of drones. These require special features that we are planning to build in Launchpad directly, like advanced spray controls. Different countries have different regulatory requirements, like from the FAA and DGCA. We will be providing support for these regulatory compliances directly from our applications.
Our teams at Urban Metrics has done research on both PX4 and audio pilot firmwares. We came to a conclusion that PX4 is much more advanced and mature ecosystem overall. A simple fact that more than 80% drones globally outside of DJI ecosystem are built on PX4. Launchpad is built for PX4. Thank you so much for listening so far. Now, after listening to all those features and all those wonderful reasons behind why we are building Launchpad, I'm pretty sure you have one question in mind. What is the price? Before answering that question, let me share you a couple of things from our team as in why we are doing this. The reason behind building a Launchpad and doing this for the last 2 years, doing those testing, building those algorithms, building those and solving those challenges. What is the reason? I would like to share that reason with you today. The reason is growth of drone industry as a whole. We are all a team of nothing but drone enthusiasts who wonder what happens if we open up our skies to these robots in a safe and sustainable manner. That's why we envisioned that a software is required to fly this machine in the most simplistic manner possible in order to scale up, in order to accept these technologies not only by the industries but by common people. With that mission, we started this journey, and today we are very happy and proud to announce that Launchpad is completely free. This is our contribution and our way of saying thank you to the whole drone industry. So go ahead, download this today, test it out, tell us, do you like it? And now we will be opening up for question and answer. Thank you so much.
Welcome everyone. This is Ashutosh, and I'll be taking the Q&A session. We have a few questions from our registered form, and let's directly dive into it. The first question we have is, does UMT Launchpad require internet connectivity? So to answer the questions, I have Divyanshu and Ajay with me, and all three of us will be taking the questions.
To answer the question, does UMT Launchpad require internet connectivity? No, UMT LaunchPad does not require internet connectivity for its operations, but internet connectivity is required for the initial login and to load the map. After that, the Launchpad requires no internet connectivity.
Next question is, can it be used for agriculture drones? Yes, it can be used for agriculture drones. You can use single grid mission planning for the spray on the farm, and it does not have advanced spray control system as of now, but it will be in the future development. We are working on these technologies. The next question is, how much time does it take to set up a new mission on UMT Launchpad?
Well, UMT Launchpad was designed with user experience in mind. It's a very intuitive app. It will take you less than 30 seconds to plan and execute a mission.
Yeah. So again, going to the next question, when can we expect support for Ardu Pilot?
Yes. So Urban Matrix is an end-to-end drone company. That means that we not only manufacture drones, but we also make the drone software. And in the beginning stages, when we were looking for a good uh, autopilot software firmware outside of the DJI ecosystem, we went through Ardu Pilot and PX4, and we were exploring these softwares, these firmwares, and over time we realized that the PX4 ecosystem is much more stable, it is much more scalable, and it has a great community support. We have also contributed to the PX4 ecosystem, and we believe that in the global market, it is a much more mature product. And that is why we feel that in case we or any drone company they want to go global and compete with the global players, they need to have the backing of a great firmware, and we believe that PX4 is that firmware, and that is why there is no support for Ardu Pilot currently.
Next question is, can KML files be uploaded directly into UMT Launchpad? Yes, they can be imported directly into the application. You can find the YouTube tutorial for this exact process. Now, moving on to the next question, why should I use UMT Launchpad over other GCS software?
Yes, again, the root answer of this question starts from the point when we started developing our drones. We realized that there was no good GCS outside of the DJI ecosystem. The DJI ecosystem had great GCS software, but you were stuck with the software that were made for research and development. And don't get me wrong, QGC Mission Planner, they are great for that. But when we started giving our drones to other people, and we realized, okay, these softwares are extremely difficult for them to understand. And if we really want our products to scale and to reach customers and to keep the training as low as possible, we had to make our own software because there was nothing else in the market. And that is why we feel you should use UMT Launchpad, not specifically as a development tool, but as a tool that you use most of the time to fly your drones and to give your clients.
Next question is UMT Launchpad really free? The answer is yes. It is definitely free. Why we made it free is because we realized this kind of solution is not there in the market. The existing GCS, just like Divyanshu was just saying, are meant for manufacturers for development. So we wanted to make something for pilots. And this is where we want to contribute to the industry, to the drone industry, and we want it to grow very fast. So that is why we are launching this application for free. Now, going to the next question, what new features can we expect coming to Launchpad? Yeah, Ajay.
Yeah, currently Launchpad is Android device for Android devices only. This is a bit of a limitation if we look at the international market where people are using iOS devices more than Android, like in US. So we do have an iOS version of Launchpad in our roadmap, which we intend to develop and release it in the future.
Another set of features is that we want to make Launchpad a global product, and that is why it is also targeted for the US and European market, even African markets. And uh, for if we have a look at the case of India, we had an NPNT protocol, which is not there currently, but we had solved the problem using Launchpad. And in the future, we are planning to add different protocols for different countries and regions so that pilots can very easily select what protocol they want to follow, and the drone will take and Launchpad will take care of the entire process, and you only have to care about flying.
Next question is, which devices can UMT Launchpad run on?
Well, UMT Launchpad can run on any Android device, but it does have one uh, prerequisite that it should have Google Play Store installed in the Android application in the Android phone. So that's one requirement.
And since it runs on all Android devices, which is currently the most used platform in the world, mobile platform in the world, you can install Launchpad on your phone. You can connect it to Hairlink. You can use it directly on MK15, and it will work seamlessly. You can connect. You can even connect a telemetry cable to it, and again, the Launchpad will work seamlessly with it. Uh, if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see that we are slowly uploading tutorials on how to use Launchpad in different conditions, and how to make use of the different connection types, how to configure the camera, how to plan a mission, and yeah, we are adding more and more features each day.
So that is the end of our question list, and you are free. You can feel free to reach us anytime for any questions over email, over our number. Those details are available on our website. Now we have some questions for you. Have you ever faced disconnection when you are sending your drones far away?
Or do you want to control your drone remotely?
Do you want to watch the live stream coming from your drone with latencies as low as zero point 0.5 seconds, even if it's in some other city or even some other country?
Do you want a device that helps you get certified?
It Do you want it to be plug and play, and do you want your drones to compete with the global players? I think we have a product for you coming up in some time. Stay tuned. Uh, it's for all the drone manufacturers in India and around the world. Thank you. Uh, Thank you for your time. Uh,
Yeah.